The lights of BravoCon were still buzzing when the moment happened. A moment so sharp, so unexpectedly messy, that the air in the convention hall shifted in an instant. Fans were screaming, cameras flashing, everyone high on Housewives chaos when Erika Jayne stepped into the spotlight and casually delivered a jab that no one saw coming. She didn't just critique an outfit. She didn't just cast an opinion. She forgot Angie Katsanevas' name and labeled her the worst dressed, tossing in the now infamous high body count hair comment that sliced through the room like a blade. The crowd gasped, then booed, and Erika tried to soften it, blaming it on the dark green color of Angie's pantsuit. But the damage was already done, and the crowd knew it. And the real story? That was just beginning. Before we go deeper into the firestorm that exploded after this moment, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, because this Housewives saga is layered, chaotic, and too good to miss, and you're going to want to stay with me all the way through what happens next. What no one expected was how fast the tide would turn. Erika, long known for her ice-cold glam confidence, seemed almost dismissive, forgetting Angie's name, shrugging at the question, tossing out the Salt Lake with the high body count hairline as if it were harmless. But Housewives fans, they catch tone, nuance, intention. The boos cracked across the room like thunder, and Erika tried to salvage the moment by insisting it wasn't Angie, just the color of the pantsuit she didn't like. But by then, the crowd wasn't buying it. Her explanation felt like an attempt to cool a fire she had already fueled. Meanwhile, Angie was not going to let the moment pass quietly. She stepped up with a clapback that was sharp enough to redraw the entire dynamic. Confident, calm, and with the energy of someone who knows exactly where she stands, Angie fired back, reminding everyone, and especially Erika, of the one thing Erika definitely didn't forget: position. "I'm center snowflake. Sis, it's okay. Just call me high body count hair." The room erupted. Cheers echoed from every direction. Fans shouted her name, thrilled by her confidence, her timing, her refusal to shrink. And Angie, soaking it all in, delivered the line that sealed it: "I'm glad you know my name." That line didn't just land, it stomped. It was a perfectly aimed reminder that forgetting her name wasn't going to diminish her presence, her placement, or the support that was roaring from every corner of BravoCon. But Angie wasn't finished. Not even close. Because when it came to the outfit Erika disliked so much, Angie revealed something that sent the crowd into a whole new kind of frenzy. Mary Cosby approved it. Mary, known for her blunt honesty, known for never giving compliments lightly, had loved the look. Angie made sure everyone heard it loud and clear. "Should I never wear this again? Guess who approved my outfit tonight? Mary M. Cosby." She loved it. She loved it. The cheers that followed weren't just loud, they were triumphant. Fans booed Erika again, celebrating Angie's revelation like a plot twist in real time. Backstage, fans swarmed Angie with cameras and phones. Clips were already going viral, edits forming, memes bubbling, TikTok syncing her clapback to dramatic music. Angie leaned into the moment with playful confidence. "I'm out here throwing shade all over the place. Video it. Tag me. Tag her. Just kidding." But the crowd knew she wasn't kidding at all. She was owning the moment, flipping the insult, and embracing the fandom energy swirling around her like a spotlight she absolutely deserved. What made this conflict even more fascinating was how quickly the narrative shifted. Erika's intention may have been harmless, or maybe not, only she knows. But the delivery, the tone, the forgetting the name moment, the worst-dressed label, and the high body count hair jab created the perfect storm. Fans felt it. They reacted, they chose sides, and overwhelmingly, they chose Angie. This wasn't just fashion commentary. This wasn't about green fabric or outfit choices. This was about presence, identity, respect. In the Housewives world, names matter, placement matters, energy matters. And when Angie reminded everyone she was the center snowflake, it hit a level deeper than a clapback. It was a statement of hierarchy. A reminder that Salt Lake City is no longer the quiet little franchise in the corner. RHOSLC has heat, storyline power, and rising fan favorites. And Angie is part of that momentum. Meanwhile, Erika's attempt to contain the moment only made it more interesting. She stood by her comment, insisting, "It's the color, not her." But fans weren't aligned with her this time. The boos weren't playful. They were pointed. Whether intentionally or not, Erika sparked a cross-franchise tension fans couldn't ignore. Beverly Hills versus Salt Lake, a diamond versus a snowflake, a longtime housewife versus a rising force. Fans debated endlessly as Angie walked through the halls with a confidence that only grew stronger with each cheer. Clips circulated of audience members shouting, "We love you, Angie!" And Angie, smiling, nodding, soaking in the validation, made sure to keep her energy steady, playful, and entirely unbothered. Every step she took reinforced the sense that she wasn't shaken. She wasn't rattled. She was lifted. Bravo insiders whispered about whether this moment would spill into future episodes or future seasons. Erika is known for holding her ground, sometimes doubling down when she feels cornered. Angie, on the other hand, showed she could stand toe-to-toe with a veteran and not flinch once. Producers, fans, and cast members all felt the shift. Moments like this don't disappear, they echo. And that's exactly what makes this feud so gripping. It wasn't about who wore what. It wasn't about colors or fabrics or fashion opinions. It was about tone, placement, energy, and the unexpected clash between two strong personalities from franchises that rarely intersect. It was about how one moment can erupt into a storyline fans carry with them long after BravoCon ends. What started as a quick comment became a showdown. What began as a fashion critique became a housewife hierarchy battle. What looked like a throwaway jab became a viral moment, a fan-fueled rally, a cross-franchise spark that no one saw coming, but everyone is talking about. And Angie? She walked through the fire smiling, hair flawless, outfit unapologetically dark green, backed by the fans, backed by Mary Cosby, backed by her center snowflake status, and fully aware that she had just turned an insult into a moment of triumph. As the buzz spread across BravoCon, the energy became impossible to ignore. Every hallway, every booth, every panel conversation slipped back into the same topic. Did Erika really underestimate Angie that badly? Fans replayed the moment from every angle, dissecting Erika's tone, Angie's response, the way the audience reacted, even the way the cameras panned across the room at the exact second the boos erupted. People weren't just watching the drama, they were absorbing it like detectives, trying to decode what this clash really meant beneath the surface. Producers whispered behind clipboards, handlers exchanged looks, and PR teams hovered nervously between talent, ready to smooth edges if necessary. These weren't two minor cast members bickering. These were two women representing two powerful franchises, each with a fan base that can ignite a wildfire with a single tweet. And when it comes to Bravo fandom, a wildfire is exactly what was beginning to spread. What made Angie's response so captivating wasn't just the words she said, it was how she said them. Calm, sharp, intentional. It wasn't a meltdown. It wasn't a rant. It was poised retaliation, delivered with confidence and humor. She didn't attack Erika's look. She didn't insult her glam. A reminder that she wasn't a background cast member hoping for airtime. She was the face of her franchise this season, and she wasn't about to shrink beneath someone else's spotlight. And that's exactly what fans responded to. Housewives watchers have a sixth sense for authenticity. They know when someone is being strategic, when someone is threatened, when someone is trying to intimidate, and when someone is simply stating their worth. Angie didn't try to out-mean Erika. She didn't try to out-snark her. She simply stood in her own identity, and the crowd devoured it. Meanwhile, Erika seemed to brush off the moment with her usual cool exterior. She posted selfies, interacted with fans, and appeared unfazed on the surface. But fans noticed something subtle. The air around her panels felt different. Not cold, just cautious. The crowd that usually cheered her on seemed split this time. Some laughed along with her humor. Others watched closely, almost curiously, as if they were assessing how she would recover from the blowback. The moment had humanized her in a way she hadn't expected. It didn't destroy her image, but it cracked open a new layer of vulnerability she rarely shows. And that's what made the tension so irresistible, because both women, different franchises, different energies, different personas, represented something powerful. Erika, the long-standing diamond with a legacy of glam, survival, and hard edges. Angie, the rising snowflake with fresh confidence, bold presence, and a fan base that had been waiting for a moment exactly like this to cement her as a breakout star. The cross-franchise collision was something fans didn't even know they wanted until it happened. As the day went on, more cast members became aware of the situation. Some reacted quietly, whispering to assistants. Others openly commented, laughing or raising eyebrows. A few made subtle jokes on stage. A moment like this doesn't stay isolated. It ripples, and every ripple creates another storyline. The real twist, though, lingered beneath the surface. Because BravoCon moments don't disappear after the event ends. They follow cast members home. They follow them into confessionals. They follow them onto new seasons. Producers watch these tensions carefully, deciding which seeds to water. And fans remember everything. They turn these moments into expectations, into demands, into conversations that shape the next era of Housewives storytelling. The more Angie interacted with fans, the clearer it became that she wasn't stepping away from this moment. She was stepping into it. She embraced photos, laughed with supporters, and even reenacted the clapback for a few groups of fans who asked. She wasn't hiding from the attention, she was owning it. And in Housewives culture, owning a moment is the fuel that creates icons. Erika, on the other hand, maintained her signature composure. She didn't rant online. She didn't drag things out. She didn't throw a counterpunch. Whether it was strategy or indifference, no one could quite tell. But her silence didn't calm fans. It made them more curious, more speculative, more invested. Every Housewives feud has a rhythm, a beginning, a shift, an escalation. This moment at BravoCon was the ignition point, and everyone, fans, cast, producers, knew the story wasn't ending there.